Welcome back here with Money, and this week we're talking about how to create that perfect inflation-beating portfolio. We have a couple of mutual fund queries that have come our way, so let's quickly answer them. The first caller on the line is Mr. Vaidyanathan B. He's calling in from Coimbatore. I think he's a retired professional. Hi, sir. Welcome to Money. How can we help you?
I'm a retired defense officer. I have invested in three mutual funds, that is for tax saving purposes.
Okay.
One is Birla Sun Life and the Tata Tax Saving Fund and HDFC Tax Saving Fund. In addition to that, I have some investment in Birla Sun Life Dynamic Bond Fund. I want to know, on a long-term perspective, in any case, these three tax saving funds have got a lock-in period of 3 years in any case. But should I continue to invest on this beyond the 3 years or should I shift to some other fund after the 3-year period is over?
Okay, let's ask the expert. Feroz is with us. Feroz, I also want to supplement that query by asking you one thing. A lot of people obviously opt for ELSS funds for tax saving purposes. Should you be, with one fund alone, or is it good to diversify like sir here has over 3 different tax saving schemes?
See, I think diversifying beyond 2, I think would not be the right thing to do, because there would be 2, the best ones. So you'll have to, in your judgment, pick the best ones rather than diversify it more than 2 at maximum. Yeah.
So coming to his funds, he's got Birla Sun Life Tax Saving Fund. He also have the Tata Tax Saving Fund as well as the HDFC Tax Saver.
Correct. I think he should not stay invested for beyond 3 years in these funds, because in the tax category there are better funds as well. Anyways, after 3 years, his tax benefit and the lock-in in turn he would be devolved out of that obligation of staying invested beyond 3 years. So he should use it, and he should exercise his right to redeem it, and then move towards another open-ended scheme which have the propensity of doing better in quite a few cases. Then coming to the question of what does he do with the further tax monies he would get if he wishes to save this financial year. Access long-term equity would be one of the best tax saving schemes.
Okay, so in tax saving you like Access long-term equity. He's got one more fund, the Birla Sun Life Dynamic Bond Fund. Is that something that you would recommend?
Yes, I think dynamic bond funds, where the fund manager's discretion to move between larger tenure bonds to smaller tenure bonds is a good idea. I think dynamic bond fund, I think you can continue to stay invested and expect about 9 to 10% return over the next 3 years.
That sounds quite handsome. All right, let's quickly move on. We've got our next caller joining in, Abhishek Kar, and he's joining in from Kolkata. He's 31 years old, and I think he's an investment banker. Hi, Abhishek.
Actually, I'm planning to invest in SIPs around 7 to 8,000 or 10,000 in a monthly basis. My plan is to get up after 3-4 years of get a good foreign trip. So, in which fund do you suggest to go for?
Okay, so you want to accumulate money to go on a foreign holiday, and he wants the systematic investment route. What sort of funds should he look at?
So you should look at, I think, not more than 30 to 40% in equity, because the goal is going to be quite near. As soon as he starts investing after a couple of years, it will just be a couple of years. So I think 30 to 40% in equity out of your 8,000 rupees. If you want to invest maybe 40 to 50%, 3 to 4,000 rupees in equity. 2 equity funds, I think I can suggest him, like we suggested. SBI Magnum Blue Chip would be a good scheme, and HDFC Mid Cap. So two schemes, one large cap, one mid cap should be good enough, 2,000 each, and the other 2,000 each, if it's 8,000 rupees, can be in ICICI regular savings and Franklin Templeton Dynamic Accrual Fund. Well, all these 4 funds have exit loads finishing much before your time frames of your goal to arrive.
Okay, so then maybe we can tell you happy holidays once all of these funds perform as per expectation. Okay, let's quickly move on and squeeze in one more question this week. We've got Kastur Chakrabarti joining in from Delhi. Let's get down to the question. Hi, how can we help you?
My monthly income is about 70,000 rupees. I invest in LIC, which is about 45,000 rupees every 3 months. In addition to that, I invest in equities around rupees 15,000 a month. So I was looking for something over a 20-year period, some kind of investment, mutual funds.
So let me ask you this. I found your statement a little curious that you earn 70,000 rupees a month. You invest 45,000 rupees in LIC. So
every 3 months.
What sort of policies are these then? Are you looking at the Life Insurance Corporation of India to buy insurance, or are you looking at it from an investment standpoint? And I just want to have Feroz's thoughts on the same as well. Feroz?
I think mixing both these objectives could be detrimental to one's portfolio. And when we analyze 1,000 different insurance policies on how have their investment returns been, like ULIPs, the return on these 1,000 policies which our clients hold is about 2.5%.
Just imagine, and here's a gentleman who's investing almost 50% of his monthly income, but doing that through a ULIP product rather than going the direct way.
Correct. So I think segregating them makes perfect sense. I think, Surabhi, you highlighted the right thing, which is a very big benefit to all the viewers. In fact, if you mix this up, then it gets very detrimental for the portfolio.
So, Kasoor, that's the first advice that we're giving out here. Look at investment separately and insurance separately. Maybe not the best idea to mix the two in such a huge quantity the way you're mixing it up. But anyway, I'll toss the remainder of the question as well, because he's already investing 15,000 in some funds. If he is to look at a shift of a little bit of that LIC investment, so to speak, as well, what sort of funds would you advise him?
So I think since he has an investment in insurance, first, which is not an investment, he needs to relook at if he has exit periods which are minimum locked in. Then he needs to move as soon as those are over. On the equity fund category and debt funds for his 15,000 rupees a month, I think one large cap fund, ICICI Focus Blue Chip, could be a good large cap fund for him. And in the large cap category, a little offbeat fund, which Mirae India Asset Opportunities Fund could be a very good fund for him.
That's also large cap.
That's also a large cap fund.
Why do you like this fund? What are its features?
So Gopal, the CIO, has done a great job in terms of identifying those sectors which have done significantly better and exiting sectors which have underperformed. His sector picking capability has been phenomenal. And I think over the next couple of years, sectors are going to be having very diverged performances. In that kind of situation, a fund manager who has the knack of smelling good sectors will do significantly better. That's the reason why Mirae Asset Opportunities could be a good pick for him. And on the mid-cap category, he can look at HDFC mid-cap and then create a portfolio of 3 equity funds and about two debt funds. ICICI Dynamic Accrual Fund, Franklin Templeton Dynamic Accrual Fund is one of my favorite debt funds.
Okay, all right. Hopefully that will help out our viewers. And with that, we come to the end of this edition of Money, Money, Money as well. Feroz has left us with lots of ideas on the equity side, lots of funds through which you can get into the equity market and beat inflation, creating that much desired inflation-protected portfolio. Thank you, Feroz, for joining in. We thank all our viewers for being with us as well. Your queries, feedback, comments, welcome as always. We'll see you again next week.